This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900.
Happy Monday. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Thanks for tuning in here to KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio News 25.
Hi, I'm Stacy Jensen, and it's Monday, December 20th.
Well, 36-year-old Edward Howerton was struck by at least one vehicle as he walked along State Route 373 last week in Amargosa Valley. He died at the scene, and the vehicle or vehicles that hit him did not stop. Now, Howerton's mom, aunt, and sister say that they're struggling to get answers from law enforcement, so they're taking to social media, hoping someone out there can help. Brad Francis has more.
We're looking for any and all information we can get from anyone to help solve this crime.
They've already received some tips from the public, but they're having a difficult time getting accurate information from the Nye County Sheriff's Office and the Highway Patrol.
We've had conflicting reports. We've learned that there was 2 vehicles involved. We've learned the Nye County Sheriff's Office has said that it was a truck, an 18-wheeler truck.
That's what they told his
that ran over my nephew because he was supposedly passed out on the highway. It's all conflictive. So we have actually no factual information from the Sheriff's Office or the Highway Patrol. They're not speaking to us. We heard there was 2 vehicles that involved in the crash, but we don't have knowledge to that because
I listened to the radio dispatch activity via the web, and there was 2 vehicles. That's exactly how it comes across. That's how it was reported.
Have you spoke to the people that reported that?
I have.
What have they told you?
Not much.
Basically,
he didn't know what they had hit, but when he got close, because he was quite a ways behind, I guess, and when he got closer, he stopped, and it was a person, so he called. That's all he could tell me.
We've had some citizens in the community come forward, so we do have some good positive leads. We're just asking anyone with information to please let us know. All information will be kept private. No one's personal information will be used. We just really need closure for the family and for Ed.
Howerton was struck on State Route 373 between mile marker 14 and 15 around 5:35 p.m. on Friday, December 10th. If you were traveling in the area that evening and saw anything that could help law enforcement track down the driver and vehicle that struck Howerton, his family is asking that you reach out to Rhonda Rand on Facebook or contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office or the Highway Patrol. Meantime, his family is trying to cope with their loss.
I haven't even talked to the coroner, has not called me. The Nevada Highway Patrol has not called me. Nobody has called.
The mortuary hasn't even called us so we can claim him. We have no knowledge as to what the cost is going to be. We have no knowledge as to when we can finalize the arrangements for him. We have nothing. Eddie was...
He was a good person.
Kid.
He would help anybody.
He was a good kid. He would give people the shirt off his back. He helped people numerous times.
Even though they ripped him off and they did things to him, he still would help them again.
It didn't change his ability to help people when they were in need. And somebody needs to step forward and help Ed.
Howerton's family has established a fundraiser through GoFundMe to help pay for his final expenses. If you'd like to help, just go to GoFundMe.com and search for Edward Howerton.
And there have been a confirmed 12 deaths related to COVID-19 reported since last Monday, all Pahrump residents. There are 78 new COVID-19 positive cases in Nye County since last week. That is 5 in Smoky Valley, 1 in Tonopah, 1 in Beatty, 1 in Amargosa Valley, and the remainder here in Pahrump. The total now is 4,959 confirmed cases of COVID-19 positives countywide since the first confirmed case. Nye County Schools reported 2 new cases this week among students. Tonopah Community Health Nurse is set to host a weekly walk-in COVID-19 vaccine clinic every Tuesday from noon to 4:30 p.m. at their office located at 1 Frankie Street. They have all 3 vaccines for ages 5 and up, and no appointment is required. For more information, you are asked to call 775-482-6659. They also offer COVID-19 testing. There will not be a Pahrump COVID-19 or flu vaccine clinic this Tuesday the 21st or December 28th, but will return on January 4th after the new year. Visit the Nevada COVID Fighter website for additional vaccine options, including Walmart, Smith's, and Walgreens here in Pahrump. For more information, you can always call again 775-751-6313.
And DCFS has recently received more than $1.5 million to serve youth at risk of delinquency or those who commit low-level crimes. The funding was awarded from the Office of Juvenile Justice Delinquency Prevention. This money will be used to target unfunded or underfunded services in Nevada's lowest income counties of Carson, Story, Clark, Churchill, Elko, Lyon, and Washoe. The funds can be used for individuals ages 17 or younger, and that would be for mental health or sex offender assessments, and also for the Clark County Prevention Before Apprehension Project to prevent delinquency, prevention education for parents and youth. There's no single cause that drives youth to commit acts of delinquency, but some factors are poverty, lack of supervision, substance abuse, and mental health disorders. Services and/or funds to address these needs are effective in preventing deeper system involvement. And News 25 will return right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. Pahrump Holiday Task Force is preparing to serve up hundreds of meals this Friday afternoon. The community Christmas dinner is free to anyone in the community. Linda Wright says there will also be entertainment, and the kids can even give Santa their last-minute requests. Here's more.
On Christmas Eve, we're having our annual community Christmas dinner. No drive-through, we're back doing a sit-down dinner. It's going to be held at the NAC and the Activity Center at the Nye Communities Coalition. 1020 East Wilson on the corner of Wilson and West.
What time is this?
11 to 2.
All right. Is there a fee?
No fee. It's free to the community. So just come on down and join us.
How's it going with the Holiday Task Force?
It's going great. We have a great committee, and we have great volunteers that come out every year to help us, and great community partners that help us put this meal on. We're having ham, sweet potatoes, cornbread, vegetables, and pie for dessert. Santa will be there,
yeah,
and to hear what all the kids want on Christmas Eve, so that he doesn't forget any last-minute gifts.
Okay.
And we have J&D, a duel that came out for Thanksgiving, will be back for our Christmas Eve dinner too.
And if you would like to volunteer for this event, give Linda a call at 775-419-7857. Again, that number is 775-419-7857.
Well, calling Pahrump Disability Outreach Program's Polar Express Night a huge success might be an understatement. Hundreds of people packed into Nye Communities Coalition's multi-purpose building Friday evening to watch a movie, chat with Santa, and enjoy a magical journey to the North Pole. PDOP's David Boruchowitz says given the success of this year's event, they're already thinking about ways to make it bigger and better next year.
So this is the PDOP Polar Express Day. This was created at the end of Pumpkin Days. We thought, hey, maybe there's something for the community, and apparently it was needed. We know for next year to do it a little bit more preparatory for such a large crowd, so we've got this great event going on tonight. I've been watching the occupancy. I had met with the fire chief, and so we know what our limit is, and I've been keeping very close count, but we definitely did not expect the crowd that we received. We've got, obviously, the Polar Express playing. We have Santa here behind us, doing photos with Santa. We also have our PDOP train, which takes us on a nice lighted journey, and then at the end we have the North Pole, which is a beautiful inflatable lit area. And then we have hot chocolate and cookies, and it's really just a great atmosphere here. We started this event thinking we'd have 50 to 100 people. Like I announced, I think we have close to 600 that have purchased tickets. Obviously, they didn't all show up, but we appreciate that donation and those sentiments as well. I know also there's several people out with COVID, which affected it. So we clearly need it. If we have 600 people that are willing to come to an event like this, we're going to definitely look ahead for PDOP to create an event that will be exciting for the community. And I think with COVID, we've learned, hey, you know what? Life's not guaranteed to us. Let's get out and enjoy each other's company. And as you walk through the crowd today, you notice that everyone's happy. And it's certainly frustrating that there's so many people in a room, and it is a busy environment, but there's everyone with a smile on their face. The kids are laughing, and that's why we do events like this, for that reason.
If you're struggling to find the perfect present for your loved one this holiday season, try not to worry. There are plenty of great ideas out there, and the best part, many of them won't cost you a dime. Psychologist Dr. Susan Albers with Cleveland Clinic tells us what they are.
If you don't know what to get your loved ones or your friends, take a moment to pause and tune into the 5 love languages. These are the ways that we give and receive love, and they don't always include handing over a physical gift.
Dr. Albers says the first love language is acts of service. Examples would be doing chores your loved one doesn't like to do, making them a special dinner, or filling their car with gas. Then there's physical touch. That can be holding hands or giving them a hug. Next is quality time, which could be going for a walk together or going to a movie. Another is words of affirmation. Dr. Albers says you could tell your loved one how much they mean to you or write them a thoughtful letter. And finally, there's receiving gifts, and even that doesn't have to cost a lot.
Remember that a gift does not have to be expensive. It has to really target what the person needs or wants. Think back over the last 6 months of things that they may have mentioned that they really need, things that they like, objects or hobbies that make them unique. This is going to really show that you know who they are.
Dr. Albers says acts of service are also a great gift idea for children who may not have their own money to buy a present for someone. Some examples include helping to shovel a driveway, baking cookies, or doing some other kind of good deed.
And we'll be back with more News 25 right after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, Santa's got some extra helpers this holiday season, and these aren't just any elves. They're working at a school for the visually impaired, where they're helping make sure something special from Santa finds its way into their students' mailboxes.
A toy train, please. A bear that talks, and a doll that talks, and a lion that talks.
Andres and Haley aren't any different than other kids their age. They're all just hoping Santa is thinking of them this Christmas. But what does set these youngsters apart is they are visually impaired and attend a school designed just for them, the Foundation for Blind Children in Phoenix. To that end, their school is making sure they don't miss out on any of the fun other kids might have during the holidays. Santa makes a visit to the Foundation for Blind Children every year, and he not only takes extra time with each child, but feels comfortable interacting with his students using descriptive language, so they are getting the most out of his visit. But the school is also doing something else incredibly insightful. They are creating personalized letters from Santa to the students in Braille.
We use a specialized transcription software known as Braille 2000. Essentially, it's a word processor to be able to support us. And then these machines right here, they do one thing and one thing only, and that's produce Braille at a high volume.
Dear Mikasa, Elf tells me you have been such a good girl.
Braille technician Gina Lipko will be proofing the letters from Santa. Visually impaired her whole life, she loves what it will mean to the children to get a personalized letter from Santa in a medium that they can read themselves.
To get a letter like that from Santa, I think would have meant so much to me. It's like he personally recognizes me, you know, even though I read in a different way. You know, I would know that, you know, he thought of me. It's that whole feeling of being included, being recognized.
Included and recognized during the holidays from a school that already does all it can to make sure no child is overlooked year-round. Brandy Aguilar reporting.
If a dog is on your holiday wish list, you might want to stop by one of our local shelters. For today's Save a Pet, Darbie O'Donnell Westerman is hanging out at Desert Haven Animal Society, where she introduces us to Jody.
Hi, I'm Darbie here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Jody. Jody is a beautiful 2-year-old black lab, gorgeous puppy. Has a cute little white chest, just a little bit, beautiful brown eyes, very, very, very calm and mellow personality. It would be such a cute little Christmas present. Desert Haven's actually offering right now the week of Christmas starting on Monday through Friday, except for on Tuesdays because they're going to be closed. They're offering completely waived adoption fees, and if you adopt, you do get a free bag of dog food as well, and that applies to all of the doggies here at Desert Haven Animal Society. So if you want to take this beautiful black lab home for a Christmas present, give them a call, 775-751-7020, or you can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it is still a beautiful evening out there. Real chilly, though.
Yeah, expecting rain. We'll have more in the forecast.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, it's John Kohler at the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Welcome to Weather on a Monday. Boy, we've got kind of like average weather. I'm not really excited about it, but I'm not scared to tell you about it either. Look at this, like 39. This is about 40 degrees. Fernley, Fallon, Carson City. Tonopah didn't even make it. Goldfield didn't make it. Upper 30s out there. Beatty, 49 degrees. Amargosa and Las Vegas tied at about 55, 56 degrees between them, and Death Valley, scant 62 degrees out in the desert in California. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, well, let's take a look. 49, feeling fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll head down to freezing temperatures tonight. Might be a good night to put a fire in the fireplace for Mrs. Kohler. That humidity is up at 46.5%. Kind of making that chill really stick as the sun set this evening at 4:32, and it'll rise in all its glory and promise for the hope of a new day at 6:51 tomorrow morning. Lovely. We'll head for a 58-degree high. Whoa, a bunch of clouds. And a humidity at 33%. As we head on into the week, what do we got? A whole bunch of clouds. Well, it's just a puffy, cloudy week. And then come about Thursday and Friday and Saturday, chance of rain, yeah, we're going to have some. Looks like it's going to be a real wet Saturday. We'll recover some on Sunday, but those temperatures shooting down about 10 degrees on average as the trend of the week progresses. And so just enjoy kind of what we have for the next couple of days because it's going to get wet on top of being kind of chilly. Yuck. All right, back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Thanks so much, John. Nice tie.
It was. You look good. You look good.
What was I going to say? Heritage Bible Church.
Yeah,
they're having a couple events going on,
we've got a couple things. We got Wade Hammond coming up in concert January 8th. That'll be at 6 p.m. Again, that's presented by Central Valley Baptist Church and Heritage Bible Church.
Yes, right there at 3061 Heritage Drive. Yeah. And he's a Grand Ole Opry performer and a male vocalist winner from, what is that? He's done a bunch of things. People just love him down here, and it's wonderful that we have him back once again.
CMA, he's a CMA award winner.
There you go.
Country music artist. Yeah.
There you go. All right. All I got to say is there's also one more thing happening at Heritage Bible Church, and that is the Christmas Eve event. And this is going to be a Christmas Eve candlelight service, Friday, December 24th at 5 p.m. Once again, 3061 Heritage Drive, right there. Everybody's invited to come on down for the service. It's going to be beautiful. And that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen.
Good night.
Good night.